Hey guys, Zach here. I know it's called football here after the U.S. loss against Canada yesterday in the World Cup qualifier over there in Canada. USA losing 2-0. I said it myself a couple times. I said it during the game. The USA deserved to lose that, or more respectfully, Canada absolutely deserved to win. They deserve the 3 points, still now undefeated in CONCACAF, ahead quite comfortably there, sitting on 22 points. USA and Mexico both on 18 now after Mexico's draw last night. So, we were handed a favor there, really, and a lot went wrong in that game, I think. Just starting with the lineup, Greg Berhalter, so stubborn, obsessed really with playing Gyasi Zardes in that role, and he's just not the player to lead the U.S. men's team forward, at least in my opinion. I know a lot of people agree with me. A lot of people, unfortunately, with quite abusive opinions on Jesse Zardes. I mean, I support the player if he's going to play for us. Of course I want him to do well. Of course I do. Any player for the U.S. and trying to help us qualify for this World Cup. Of course I want them to do well. Pardon me, I have a bit of a scratchy throat, so forgive me for that. I might be clearing my throat a couple times during the video. Anyway, look, for me, when I saw his name on the team sheet and you have Jesus Ferreira on the bench, you have Ricardo Pepi there on the bench. I don't know what he's done since the last round of internationals where he was undroppable, scored a couple goals and maybe went a bit cold, but his work rate never in question, Ricardo Pepi. Jesus Ferreira missed a couple chances in the game against El Salvador. Sure, we got away with the 3 points there, the all important 3 points, keeping us in second place. But look, if you ask me, Jesse Zardes, he can't be starting for us in such an important game. It's a must-win game yesterday against Canada, and we've lost it. And no, it's not up to Jesse Zardes whatsoever. I thought other players in that starting 11, Christian Pulisic, a bit disappointing, I think, if you ask me, but was really targeted by that Canadian defense. I think Miller, Vittoria, even Osario coming back from that role he played, just sort of bullying him off the ball. I thought Alistair Johnson had a very good game against Pulisic. But look, at the end of the day, Canada, they deserve to win. They had spells where they played well. I think, and I'm not trying to disparage the way they play at all. They were quite defensive. They hit us on the counterattack. Especially that last goal. I mean, it was a fantastic finish as well from the left back there. And look, they deserve to win. They deserve the 3 points. They're undefeated in CONCACAF for a reason. And I think John Herdman, I just want to make sure I'm getting that right. Yeah, I think the way he set the team up and you see this clear identity now with this Canadian side, and obviously without Alphonso Davies, one of their best players, a big leader for them as well, and their veteran goalkeeper, the captain, Borjan there in goal for them. They just have a very cohesive side, and we seem to have more individual talent. Not saying all the USA players are more talented, but when you look at Weston McKennie and Pulisic and I think Musa, Dest, you have these very skilled and talented technical players who at times, maybe McKinney especially, find themselves lost a bit on the field and having to 1v2 or 1v3. And it's credit to the teams like Canada yesterday who knew to do that. And I'm sure it's instructions from the Canadian manager to do that and to shut them down. And look, brilliant players. Weston McKennie, I think, fantastic. Tyler Adams, unfortunately, had come off injured. I thought he had a very good game there in that sort of defensive midfielder position, a player I really like. Tyler Adams, one of my favorite players at the moment, and I think integral part to this USA side. I'm going to assume, with his injury, I would assume he's going to be out for the game on Wednesday against Honduras. And I would only imagine that Kellen Acosta is probably going to slot in that role unless Greg Berhalter wants to, change the system up a little more and not stick with the 4-3-3. I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, he's very unpredictable. I think, in my opinion, I'm not going to say I've lost hope. As you all know, I'm very optimistic, but that performance for me. It was a little unlucky. You have to say the goal we conceded. It looks like Robinson just sort of slipped, and Larin, it was a brilliant finish from him. I thought maybe Turner could have got a little more on it. Did get a fingertip on it, but look, it was a great shot. It was a great goal. It was clinical. He knew where he wanted to go, left corner. Out of the goalkeeper's reach, the new Arsenal keeper, and from the 5th minute, 6th minute on, the USA really tried their best to get a goal back. Had a couple chances, a couple good saves. I think 2 good saves from the Canadian goalkeeper, especially that header from McKinney off that corner. A lot of corners, 12 I think in total, but just couldn't break Canada down. And I said it before, deserve to win, and I've said it in this video. So congrats to them, first place still, and all important games, especially Wednesday. We do play Mexico again in March. So look, all important that we get back on the bike and get those 3 points against Honduras, because we can't be dependent on Mexico dropping points or Canada dropping points, because at this point it just doesn't seem likely that Canada's going to drop a lot of points if they do lose it all. I mean, you could say maybe if you want to roll the dice, they could lose to somebody. I mean, they still have to play Mexico. Panama is a dangerous side. There are sides here that in CONCACAF that will hurt you on the break, or there's a lot of talent in this CONCACAF region, and a lot of teams now being desperate to qualify. When you look at the middle of that table, so yeah, it's going to really start to ramp up from here. USA, so important. We got 3 points on Wednesday against Honduras, so I'll leave that at that. I do want to talk about Arsenal here, so if you are done with and you've listened, you've made it this far at all, you're clicking around, you're seeing this right now, thanks for clicking on the video. I do really appreciate it. I really enjoy making these. As I always say, I'm always looking for people to invite on to speak about the U.S. men's team, Arsenal Football Club, whatever it may be. So look, let me just say, if you've come here and you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I do want to talk about Arsenal now and the transfer rumors going around. It is deadline day in the UK. I have a bunch of things open here. Arsenal have made 2 signings. They have made 2 signings, but not the all-important signings that we really needed. No midfielder, no striker. We have been in contact, apparently, with Espanyol. The chairman said Arsenal called for Raul de Thomas, a 27-year-old striker there, for Espanyol. He said it was a one-time call, but we hardly wanted to listen. Our position is clear. We will not let Raul de Thomas go, especially not in the middle of the season. So look, there you have it. Arsenal inquired about him. I think this was before the Aubameyang situation was really starting to heat up now. That looks like it is done and sealed. In fact, let me just check here to see if there's anything updated on the situation right now. It looks like 1 minute ago, Aubameyang right now is getting his medical for Barcelona. So, credit to him. I am very sad about this. Aubameyang, he's such a likable guy. He's fallen out now with the manager. Arteta is just cutthroat. We've seen it with Guendouzi. We've seen it with Ozil. These players frozen out, and in those 2 cases, rightfully so. I think Aubameyang, this is how he wants to structure his team. These are how he wants his players to act. You can't really blame Arteta for the way he's acting. Aubameyang had 1 chance, 2 chances, 3 chances, multiple times now. He's the captain. He was the captain of this football club. I think he let the manager down, and you have to set an example as captain. Showing up late doesn't matter how 1 minute or 2 minutes. It happens multiple times. And look, he had his last straw, and from my understanding, his second last straw, really. So, he's giving up his massive wages, but it's a player we won't get anything really from. If you think about it, over the next 18 months, which is the remainder of his contract, we'll be saving, I think the number was 24 million in wages just on Aubameyang, because it is no longer a loan deal. He will be going to Barcelona on a free transfer. And from my understanding, from what I've heard from Fabrizio Romano, just about 10-15 minutes ago on his Twitch channel, he's live streaming right now, that he did say he's going to be earning less wages at the moment, but the next year in his contract, he's going to be earning more. I don't know if they're going to match Arsenal's massive wages. I doubt it. But look, hats off to Aubameyang. He was brilliant for us. The FA Cup run, beating Man City in the semifinal, beating Chelsea, and it was all Aubameyang. And yes, of course, other players, played a part, but it just, after he signed that contract, it seemed that he wasn't quite the same. And look, he was sick, and you can't hate Aubameyang, man. I love this guy. A lot of Arsenal fans, I think we all do. Seeing him leave like this is sad, but look, at this point, I think it's best for all parties that he is leaving. And look, leaving to Barcelona is not the worst place you could go. You have to say. I mean, obviously he had offers over there from some Saudi clubs, I believe, and turned them all down. Wanted to stay in Europe. Look, he's 32. He's ambitious. Why not? When a club like Barcelona is after you, why would you not want to play for a great club like Barcelona? So look, best of luck to Aubameyang. He is having his medical at the moment for Barcelona. So look, best of luck to him, and thanks for everything that he did for the club. Now, like I said, Arsenal did make two signings today. Not today, excuse me, but two MLS signings. Matt Turner, obviously, a couple days ago now. Everyone knows it by now. He will remain. He'll join Arsenal in the summer, and now Arsenal come today, and they've completed the signing of Austin Trusty from the Colorado Rapids. Oddly enough, a team that Stan Kroenke owns, and looks like he's going to remain with the MLS on loan until the end of the season. He'll join up with Arsenal in the summer. So look, we have made signings, but in my opinion, these players who have left, Callum Chambers for me is the most strange. It happened out of nowhere. We'll get a couple million for him, I think. Aston Villa will pay whatever the undisclosed fee is. Lots of players out on loan. Pablo Mari, Angel Niles is gone. Balogun is gone. On loan, excuse me. And now we have Eddie Nketiah, Lacazette. I said in the tweet earlier, perhaps we could play Martinelli up front. Pepe can maybe play as a false nine, although it didn't work out quite so well when Arteta had tried it before. Excuse me. So I don't know what we're going to do, where it seems like everyone is in the same state of mind here. The consensus is we're about one or two injuries away from another crisis. And with COVID still breaking out and teams suffering from that, it's really hard to say. It's just risky. If you ask me, it's risky. And yes, we're saving massive amounts of money on wages with players like that. Leaving Kolasinac, another one on a very, very high wages, who was left quite early in the transfer window. And look, there's no excuses now on why we shouldn't be spending in the summer. I do think Arsenal will be doing that. This clear out, it's happened, and I think really there's only a couple players left now since Arteta took over 2 years ago, and it's clear that the board is backing him. Maybe not with money this window, but perhaps the deals Arteta and Edu tried to get over the line didn't quite work. I mean, the club, the Kroenkes, they're clearly backing him. They're backing his plan for this clear out. He's getting rid of players, freeing up the wage bill, and I do expect a lot of business in the summer, as other people have said as well. So look, a couple more things here. I did talk about Aubameyang and 25 million or so clearing up the wage bill, and we'll have that money to really invest in players in the summer. So guys, look, that's it for me. Really talking about the U.S. men's team and the Arsenal transfers. U.S. playing again on Wednesday. Like I said at the start of the video, Honduras is going to be very, very important. We get 3 points from that game. And deadline day, look, it's the first deadline day I've had this YouTube channel. I don't expect anything crazy. I'm just, like I always say, it's fun to do these videos. I enjoy them. Hopefully maybe next time this year I'll have a little more of a following, and maybe I can have some interactions with people, with fans, and maybe it'll be in the transfer window in the summer. Who knows? I'm optimistic, man. It's better to be that way. Guys, thanks very much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Let me know in a comment down below. Hit me up on Twitter. That's always in the description in the bottom of the video. Let me know your thoughts on the U.S. men's team, on CONCACAF, Arsenal, the transfer window, anything in general. Let me know, guys, with a comment. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you when I see you.